the moment.
Keating, yes!
He was presented with a gift from the opposition.
It says, "Fight back, ensuring a fairer share of the cake for all Australians." That's all about it.
The government was struck dumb. It didn't know what to say to a highly political, ideological document. It was trying to run around and count the sums up and do an arithmetic reply. The thing to do was an immediate political reply. But I think it basically, I mean, in the end, Fight Back finished Bob off, not me.
Pull out, digger, the dogs are pissing on your swag. And it's just an old, quintessentially Australian way of saying some signals are so strong, some forms of momentum are so inevitable, whether you like them or not, that the dignified thing to do is to bow to that inevitability and to retire gracefully. It was not a message, unfortunately, that Bob was very receptive to it.
And I've been there too. I mean, you can recognise the smell of death, and you can. It comes off people, you know. And Hawke gave that off every time. You knew he was finished, absolutely finished.
You know the result of the caucus ballot, which resulted in the election of Paul Keating. And I want to say here, as I said to the caucus, that Paul Keating will have my total support. This new Keating Labor government will have my total support.
I, Paul John Keating, do swear that I will well and truly serve Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
I don't think anyone could turn around our electoral fortunes in December 1991. Wasn't Robinson Crusoe on that, but there'll be a lot of rewriting of history about that. A lot of people say, yes, they're absolutely certain. I certainly was certain we couldn't. I was wrong.
I thought, well, you know, I've sort of, I'm sitting here in a sort of such a difficult position. Did I do the right thing? But I used to think, without, and I say this without any disrespect to Bob or his political abilities, which have been substantial, I don't think he showed any likelihood of catching Hewson or sparring him properly. So I thought, whichever way this is going to work out, I'm sure I'm going to do better at this than Bob would have done.
I mean, you know, I mean, he's going, Mr. Speaker, he's going troppo.
Why won't you call an early election?
The answer is, mate, because I want to do you slowly.
Keating's main tactic was to psychologically crack Liberal leader John Hewson. The battle in Parliament was intensely personal. His main weapon was his One Nation blueprint for the future. Released in February 1992, it seemed to represent a new direction for the arch-free market man of old.
With our strategy, within 4 years, the federal budget will return to surplus.
The all-powerful Treasury, which Keating had for years courted and embraced, was now discredited because of the recession. Keating believed he had previously been too prone to take the advice of Treasury and the Reserve Bank.
Yes, that's probably a fair comment. Now, they were making their best judgments, but their best judgments were not good enough. That's the bank. The Treasury was saying, the economy's going to recover, we don't need a fiscal stimulus. That was wrong. The judgments lacked guile. Not just lacked an economic understanding, they lacked guile. Well, all right, you call that a mistake. We all shared in that mistake. But it only convinced me that what I should do as a Prime Minister was run much more of that policy myself. In other words, be less likely to take as given advice from the bureaucracy.
Keating destroyed an opposition that had fatally handicapped itself by pushing a goods and services tax.
The truth is, they kill themselves a bit. I mean, there weren't too many Liberal feet left because they'd been shooting themselves in them for a long time. And, you know, Hewson standing up in front of rallies with that Labor's got to go leading the chant was just stupid. And and not only was it was stupid often because it was a kind of militant stupidity. I mean, there was a determination to show this stupidity off as often as possible.
Welcome back to the National Tally Room here in Canberra. We're coming live to you all around Australia in this special National 9 coverage tonight of Judgment Day.
I'd say that Labor has won the election, and this is a result which I think Labor supporters all around the country are entitled to be very, very pleased about, from the Prime Minister right through.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Well, this is the sweetest victory of all. This is the sweetest. This is a victory for the true believers.
If ever a political leader or a political party talk about people's wins, you can always, look somewhat askance. But this, if ever there was one, this was a people's win. And I think the election was a great victory for them. And the extent that I played a role in that, I'm very, very happy about it. Very happy about it.